For the girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. Today's going to be no communication. And yes, the voice is still a bit, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, let's do 2 pounds. We're going to develop. We're going to keep it nice and sweet today, okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2. Pound number 1, no communication. The Hierophant, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. No communication, well, not for long. Because someone is looking at you wishing to be with you. Someone may be stuck somewhere else because of financial reason, maybe entanglement when it comes to finances, or maybe children, obligation, family, whatever it can be. They're looking at you, but they can't be completely free to move forward, okay? And for the time being, it's very true that you are in parallel of each other, as you can see. So the universe, God, whatever, judge, it can be a therapist as well. You could be having a conversation and learning from that authority figure. But it's more often than not, is the universe saying, okay, guys, you need to be a little bit in parallel for a while. You do your homework, you do what you need to do, and then you will come back together. Because what we have here is a happy ever after. So this is a preparation. And that could be you in front of a judge, in front of a priest, whatever, and getting married. But it doesn't have to be. A happy ever after is whatever you have in mind, guys, okay? So no communication, because there is a preparation. There is an awareness. I look at myself. I look at where I would like to be. I can see the difference. What am I going to do about it? How am I going to deal with that? We're still learning. We're still learning. The communication is coming because eventually you have that connection, reconnection, and then there's no ending. The 10 of Cups, you don't have an 11 of Cups. This is a maximum amount of happiness you can have. It's a romantic love, and it can be all kind of things. And if it's a project, it's really making a dream a reality, and you make it happen. And maybe finances was an issue. Finding the finances, that was an issue, of course. But then you have some advice, some support, because the universe wants you to make it happen. But maybe it doesn't happen at the time you would like. Maybe you have to learn to wait and be patient, and to give time to time. And quite often that's why we have a problem with, to give time to time. The communication will happen, and for the better. And there will be a good quality communication, if I may say. It's not going to be like, oh, I talk to you and then forget about you. No, we build ourselves and together. Finding out the truth crushed me. Yeah. Finding out that they couldn't be with you. Yeah. Or maybe looking at you with someone else at the time. That really hurt. But that made them even more aware that I love you, or I want to be with you. And if I'm not doing this, I will be suffering for the rest of my life. You are so important to me, but sometimes you have to lose something, or, have the sense of loss to realize how important that person is, or how important that project is. It doesn't always have to be about love, right? Here we go, right? Healing. I, the angel of healing, I'm with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you from before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. Healing. The universe wants you guys to heal. The universe wants everyone to heal. We're not here to suffer, but we're here to experience life and learn from it. But of course, to heal that part of themselves, it's triggering. It's triggering because they may have had a sense of some kind of comfort somehow. Maybe it was material comfort. They thought that was enough to make them happy, and they realize now, no, I can have as much stuff as I want. That will not make me happy. What makes me happy is to be around you. So the stuff that we all have, that it's, and we know you want to have money to be free to do whatever you want, but the stuff, it's not going to make you happy. As much stuff can you get anyway? The stuff is not going to heal the void here, okay? Here we go. We know that, don't we? Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Beautiful. Absolutely. You're accepting a lot of things when you're in that position. You accept that you're not the boss. The universe is the boss, and well, I don't really know how it's going to work out, but I have just to accept. I have to surrender. You have to surrender to the universe. We're not in charge of everything. No. Life can change very quickly, and we don't have a clue. It's just happening. Boom. And you can be redirected by the universe at the most unexpected time. Generally, that's how it works. You're never really aware of what's going to happen next, really. You can control a little bit, but not everything. And that the deal with this connection, is there. There is obviously an obstacle, financial, material, whatever. And then we spend that time learning, working on ourselves. And then inevitably, when we're done, we find happiness within ourselves and with each other. Beautiful. So no communication, but not for long, right? Okay. Part number 2, no communication. 2 of Cups, Queen of Swords, the 9 of Wands. Well. Very clear cut here. Talking about clear cut, here we go. Yes, you know exactly what you want. You know what you don't want. The boundaries are clear. There's certain things you accept, certain things you will never ever compromise on, and this is it. The Queen of Swords gave a lot of chances, but eventually at some point she or he, no gender of course, will put the foot down. And this is it, okay? But we know there is a reconciliation here, inevitably. We know that yet because we still have a little bit of a misunderstanding, hurdle, understanding certain things within ourselves, toward each other. It's not there yet, okay, fair enough. But we're not spending Christmas neither on it, because you're going to have the 10 of Wands when you're going to drop a lot of the responsibility you thought you had, or maybe your person thought they had with someone else, for example. I don't think it's particularly that, but you feel like we need to end a cycle. We need to clear all of that. You do not carry the relationship on your own neither. So nobody is carrying anybody. And we're going to make sure that once we have all the explanation, all the, the element that we need to have in order to understand ourselves and where we're going from that, then, I'm losing my voice, then we get equal to equal here. Okay, 1 cup for you, 1 cup for me. And that's it. That is it. You cannot be in a relationship with 2 of Cups when it's someone carrying one person. It has to be equal, okay? And it has to come from the heart. I give you my love, you give me your love, period. It's 50-50. 50-50. Very important. But maybe someone needs to feel after the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, like, oh my God, I carry this relationship, can't do this anymore. And then boom, cut it off. And S of Swords. That is the clarity of mind. You will get to the S of Wands as well. And that's the sense of I am. And we know that, don't we? So no communication, but we are in progress. Okay, we're getting there, right? It's not desperately positive, but we can see there is a little process, the last push before the baby come out, really. Found out, no, that's just like, what? No, we've seen like this one before. I don't know how hard, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. We do have a sense of reconciliation here. So at some point, and particularly with the Queen of Swords, if you don't want to mess with the Queen of Swords, that was it. I'm done. Done, dusted. Oh my goodness, that's it. So in order to reconnect and reconcile with you, they need to dig deep. And of course, when you go through, whether it's the 10 of, obviously the 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, also the 10 of Swords, because generally 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords go together. Then you get to that clarity. So we need to finish a cycle of life. It's clear for me, at least, that we're going to get to the point of equality, and then we can really love each other as long as we want to, or being in a business deal as long as we want to. But first, we need to break some eggs before you can make an omelette, right? So there's a little bit of work before we get there, but it's not taking so long. It's once. And 1 sword is 1 week, and that could be 9 days, 9 hours. I don't think it will be hours, but you know what I mean. We're in that kind of vibe, okay? So integrity, be flexible, but be also true to you. Stand by your belief and values, and others will stand by and believe in you. Oh, yeah. Oh, we know that very much. Boom. Oh, yeah. Clear cut. Principle, values, oh, now you do, lady of justice, nothing doesn't matter. You don't want to mess with that. And it has to be integrity, but it's not in a sense like someone was trying to steal something. But it's an idea of, I want to give you my heart, and I'm really giving all my heart. It's not like I was trying to be clever and take something away from you, but somehow I was trying to run away from my truth. So if someone is running away from their truth, they're not really saying the truth, aren't they? Really, obviously not. So something had to, boom. Yeah. Yeah. But that's why we have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. We're all the same. And when you get to the point like, it's one heart with another heart, we are the same. But at the same time, we are very unique. So to try to look at what's going on out there, if the grass is greener somewhere else, or, eventually we need to get that clarity. I know who I am. I know what I want, and I know what I don't want. And I don't want to fluff around and go here, there, different hurdles. Yeah, maybe for a while you need to go through all of that. But you cannot marinate in this. Eventually we're going to get to the 10 of Wands. It's inevitable. And then you have a sense of I am. So when you are the I am, you have no envy to anybody else because you know who you are. And we are all unique, yet human, but all unique. And if you want to have a Two of Cups, because you're very unique in that way, and that person is very unique that way, period. And that click, that works. Beautiful. So no communication, but very soon there is a reconnection, and that will be open-hearted. Beautiful. And it's not have a beautiful day, and I see you tomorrow. Ciao.